Hey there, my name is Alexis Miller with Cisco Pilates. Today I'm going to show you a variation on some hip strengthening exercises. This is called the side leg series in Pilates, and there's lots of different types of exercises we can do, and this is just a variation on some of them. So we'll start lying on your right side. You'll go hand behind your head. You go flat hand, so you're not resting your head like this on the side. You go right behind your head. You line up with the back side of your mat. And then we'll take your legs straight and slightly forward. So your bottom and shoulders and head are all on one line, but your legs are in front of you. So you're in this on this little angle. We go hand down here. This leg lifts up. Your knee is facing straight, so they're parallel to each other, those legs. You start kicking forward and reaching back. You can just reach long through the foot. You don't have to do anything fancy with your foot. You're pushing down on the floor with that other foot. So you're reaching into that bottom leg and then really stretching that top leg as it's kicking. Your hips should stay right on top of each other. So they're not wiggling forward or back. Try to keep them right in line. Typically people will go too far forward in the front and then too far back when they go back. So you might need to stack yourself up. A good way to really keep yourself in line is to do this up against a wall. It means your back leg won't be able to kick quite as far back, but it will keep your upper body stable. So you should be feeling something happening in your hip here. Hopefully, you're going to come to home, leg on top of leg, and then we'll keep those legs facing the same direction. We'll just do some circles here. So I like to brush that bottom foot every time. And then we reverse it. So you find your home location every time as you brush those legs together, and you should feel some work happening in the back of that hip side of your leg there. Okay, now you rotate that top leg out, we kick it up and reach it down. You really want to keep that rotation happening. It's not going to want to, so you want to really try to get that leg, whole thing rotated out so that knee is pointing sort of behind your shoulder. It's really hard to do. It should be able to rotate more the higher it gets up. So you're up, 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 and it should be able to get rotated more. Again, this top hip is going to want to fall back. So you want to try to keep it forward. Up against a wall will help that. Good. So now we're going to combine those three things. We'll do a big circle. So we go kick it forward, lift it up, reach it back behind you, come to home. Forward, up. Back behind you, come to home, forward, up, back, home, go back. Now rotate it a little bit out as it comes up. You kind of have to roll that hip in its socket, back, rotate it all the way forward, big circles. One more. You do 3 each direction. There you go. Now, bend your bottom leg. Kick the top leg up, hold it there. You don't want to hold on with this hand here. This leg goes straight out in front of you and back up. So it's not going down that way, it's going in front of you, in the same direction that your hand is reaching. You should feel some fire in your hip by now. This top hip, you want to keep it not going forward with you. It's almost like you have to stick your bottom out behind you. If you're up against a wall, your butt is still on the wall here. One more, and that's enough. We go to the other side. Transitional beats, you can flip over onto your stomach, make a pillow with your hands, and rest your forehead on the pillow. And then you just lift your legs up and do little squeezes here. And you pull your stomach in, you relax your shoulders down, squeeze those legs together, you're working your bottom, belly button pulling into spine. Okay, other side. So you can choose to just flip right over. I'm going to flip around this way so that you can see me still. So we prop up on your elbow. Hand is behind your head, straight wrist. Right behind your head here. Line your body up. We start with legs straight out in front of you. Hand down, we go kick it forward, reach it back. Remember to keep your hips stacked up properly. So as you go forward, you might have to stick your bottom out. As you go back, bring that hip a little, top hip forward. Good, and then you come to home. Okay, we keep those legs facing forward. You circle, brushing that bottom leg every time. Your bottom leg is working too. It's pressing into the floor. Reverse it. You can push your head into your hand back there as well. Okay, you rotate that leg out. We kick it up. Reach it down. Try not to let that top hip fall behind you. Rotate that leg. Good. So reaching that top leg really, really long. Reach it one more time. Okay, so we go into big circles. So you go reach it forward, lift it up, back behind you, top hip forward here. Bring it to home. Forward, up, top hip forward so your hips stay stacked. You can look at them right on top of each other. Again, forward, up, reach it back, come to home, reverse. Last one. And bend your bottom leg. We rotate that top leg out, you kick it up. It reaches straight out in front of you and back up. Reach it long, pull that top hip back. It's like you have to stick your bottom out. If you're against a wall, your bottom hip is still, your top hip is still on the wall. One more. And rest. If you want to stretch your hips out, you can lie on your back, cross one ankle over the opposite knee, grab onto that thigh, and pull it towards you. It's nice to do this with a pillow under your head. You can also do it with this foot against a wall. And then you would switch sides when you're ready. And that's all we're going to do for today. Thanks so much for joining me.